channel. Welcome to the community. It's my pleasure to show up here for you guys every week and chat about some things that I do to live a healthy life that I know can help you on your health and weight loss journey as well. So I am going to share with you those 3 things that I stopped doing to lose 55 pounds. And I'm still on my weight loss journey, completely slow turtle pace right now, but I'm not really worried a lot about it. I'm not focusing on all the things about dieting. I am just focusing on becoming someone who does the healthy things in her life. And so that's my story. I have a long story, and if you guys want to know a lot more about me, hey, go join the Facebook group that I have. The link's in the description below. You can go there and join. It's for women who are on a weight loss journey, and we support each other, give each other accountability. Health in general doesn't just start with what we do. Doing things to lose weight is important, right? Like, we do have to do them, but it's not only about what you do to lose weight, it's about what you think. So a lot of times weight loss ends up being like all about what we need to do or not do. We forget about all we need to think or not think and retrain our brain and all the things, especially if you're somebody who struggles with yo-yo dieting or weight loss, regain, all those type of things. I've learned a lot because I've been there, I've done that, I'm tired of it. I've been tired of it. I'm learning all the things that I wished I would have learned 15, 20 years ago. So the first thing that I stopped doing and being obsessed about was counting calories. Like, I'm 100% not against counting calories. Totally fine. Count them if you want to. Nothing wrong with that. I think that there is a season for counting calories. I think that you should count calories for a period of your health journey, only to give yourself a good snapshot of where you are. That would be one reason we would count calories. Another reason to count calories would be because you really just need to see what types of meals are gonna be within a good healthy range of calories, and you can kind of stick to those same few healthy meals and you'll know, hey, I'm about at 350 or 450 calories here if I eat this thing, and it helps. It just gives you some kind of good snapshots about some healthy meals and things like that. But to say like I am stuck counting calories forever is absolutely not okay with me. And when I stopped doing that and obsessing about the calories, I was able to start focusing on the things that I needed to focus on and eat the things that I knew I needed to eat for my body. So I went from counting calories to a more intuitive eating approach. And that term, intuitive eating, scared the crap out of me for so long, because I was like, I'm pretty sure I can't trust myself to eat things that I should be eating for myself. I'm pretty sure that I can't trust myself to stop eating when I'm full. Like, those were the thoughts that I had a lot. And if you've been following me for a while, if you're like a faithful follower of my channel, you've probably heard that, me even say that, like, I'm so glad I started this one diet, like for instance, Nutrisystem. I'm so glad I did Nutrisystem, which I am still glad I did it, and that's great. But anyways, we won't get into that. But I didn't learn how to eat for myself in the process, and I was like, oh, wished I would have not been so mean to myself and thought I couldn't do things that I actually could do. And I didn't trust myself to make good food decisions. So I wanted something that I could take myself out of the equation, lose the weight. And I didn't lose 55 pounds on Nutrisystem, no. But I did lose some weight on Nutrisystem in the process of that 55 pounds. But I've been able to keep it off because of the things that I learned on the other side. Like, once I got finished using that program for those 3 months, and you can go back and watch all my videos, I blogged the entire journey. But the thought processes that I had then is totally different than what I have now. I'm learning there's some good things and some wisdom in some of the things I was saying, but in that process, and you can even kind of hear me talking through where I was in my thinking and kind of going, hey, this is where I was, but I'm having this epiphany and I don't think that's right anymore. So that whole 3 months that I was using Nutrisystem years ago, 2 years ago, I think now, I was learning through that journey. So I wouldn't go back and do it any differently at all, okay? But intuitive eating was a scary thought and concept to me. So once I started learning what that actually meant, what it is to be someone who listens to their body and eats when they're hungry, not just when the clock says so, like, oh, it's 12 o'clock, I better go eat, or eats till I'm full and I hear my body saying, hey, we're done now. I'm listening to the cues. I'm paying attention to how food makes me feel. I'm much more interested in eating to fuel my body versus eating to eat. Just because it's time, because someone brought food, because it's a social event, because of all the other reasons most people just eat all the time. And I just was done. So I had to listen to my body's cue for food and what it was craving, and I wasn't always doing that. So I finally started to learn that in the beginning of the process. Listening to what your body is asking you to feed it is super important. So definitely start trying to do that. And the other reason that I quit counting calories is because, hey, let's just be honest here. I know and you know that it is stressful. It's stressful counting calories. And what does stress do? Stress raises your cortisol levels, and then you're stuck with more weight because cortisol keeps your belly fat from even being able to go anywhere, and you're stuck. You know, it's kind of stuck on you like glue when your cortisol levels are so high. And so let's just take the stress out and stop counting calories on a regular basis and just kind of use them as a gauge or a guide or a tool in your weight loss journey here and there. And if you really want to know what I think about calories, check out the video that I posted here for you guys last week where I was talking about the app that I use that somebody here on this channel recommended to count calories. So you can hear all about what I think, what I believe about calories, and then why I think it's good sometimes and how you can do it in a healthy way. So the second thing that I stopped doing to lose 55 pounds was just taking one more bite. Just one more bite. I just need that one more time. Stop doing that. Like, I stopped and it helped me so much. So stop going back throughout the day and grazing on little things. Like in your refrigerator, if you have some kind of goodie in there and you know every time you open the refrigerator, you're like, it's just one bite. Or if you have cookies on the counter and you're like walking by, it's just one bite. Or if there's some snacks in the break room and you walk by and grab a handful, it's just a little bit. Stop that, because you end up consuming a lot more calories than you ever imagined by taking just one more bite. It would be so much better for you if you were to just eat that whole thing of whatever it was you wanted. So if it's a cookie, just go on and eat the entire cookie. Don't just take one more bite and then put it down and come back and take another bite and put it down and take another bite. Just go on and eat the cookie so that you're no longer feeling deprived. You don't feel like you have to keep coming back and getting the cookie because, hey, you already had it. You've fulfilled that desire that you have in your heart to have the cookie, right? You just eat the thing, okay? Whatever it is that you're wanting to eat, go on and just eat it and stop going and grazing and eating little pieces and bites here and there all the time, okay? That helped me a ton. So doing this also helps you to get past that, like, I can't have this mentality, like, I can't eat donuts. Again, going from that person that's like, I can't do XYZ, to going to the person that says, I just don't eat donuts. Like, I don't eat donuts. And like, I don't, like, for me, it's soda. I don't drink soda. So if somebody were to offer me a soda, I'd say, no thanks, I don't drink soda, without a problem at all. I wouldn't even want that soda. I wouldn't even think, oh, I wish I could have it. Or I wouldn't say, I can't have soda right now. No. I would say, I don't drink soda, no thanks. Easy as pie, right? Like, I do eat pie. Okay, I like pie, but I don't drink soda. Why? It's not because pie is healthier than soda. No, it's just because I'm somebody who doesn't drink soda. So that not one more bite thing helps you to stop like thinking I can't, to, you know, I really just don't. That's just not what I do. Like, it's just not who I am. It's all about identity. It's all about becoming the person, the healthiest version of yourself that you want to be, okay? And you know, the minute that I think I can't have something is the minute I want it so bad. And I'm sure that you can relate because it's totally human. We are just that way. Paul even says in the Bible, like, I do what I know I shouldn't do and I don't do what I know I should do, or all those things. Like, the minute we feel like we can't have it, you go tell your kid, go tell your 3-year-old, like, don't touch that chocolate, don't touch that cookie, don't run in the house, or whatever it is. It doesn't even matter if it's food. They're gonna be like, oh, don't do that, I wasn't, but now I am. I know mine does that for sure, okay? All right, and the third thing that I stopped doing is just to stop eating food that I don't have to get out of the car to get, okay? Like, stop eating drive-through foods. Stop eating fast food. And if you really have to have the fast food, okay, get out of the car and go inside and get it. Don't sit in your car and make it super uber easy for yourself. Get out of the car, eat it, and then come back to the car. Or if you really have to go and you're just in a super big hurry, go inside, get it, come and bring it back to your car, but don't just sit in the car. And I would recommend just going and stay away from those places in the first place. You can pick other options to eat out that are healthier and they're still so good. Like, trade out that food that you can drive through the drive-through and get. And you can get takeout just as fast as you can go through the drive-through. So I love Zoe's, for instance. It's my favorite restaurant where I live, and Zoe's has the best food, I think, like, ever. I just love it. I think it's amazing. And I would much prefer to go to Zoe's and eat for the same price as I could go to Five Guys and get out of the car and pick up my, greasy paper sack of food and just have something that feels nutritious. It is a better option, still not as good as eating at home, but if you have this good, better, or best type mentality, yeah, okay, it's good to eat this over here because then my stomach will feel full even though I'm not getting nutrition. I won't be hungry anymore. Or it's better if I go into Zoe's and pick out that I grab my food and take it to go or sit and eat it there or whatever. Or it's best if I eat at home. But it's not always possible, especially with busy, crazy lives that I know everybody lives, and it's crazy. I get it. Believe me, I know. So not all eating out is like out. Okay, that's not okay. Like, I knew that. It wasn't gonna work for me. I eat out. I love to go on a date with my husband. I love to take my kids out to eat. I like to eat out, but I just needed to do it in a much healthier way. So once I stopped the constant drive-through circles that I was making all the time, and y'all, if you've heard me before, you know that I love me some fast food. But once I stopped doing that on a regular basis, it helped me so much. The inflammation in my body and all the other things started going down, and I wasn't feeling that craving, that pull. It was like a magnet. Anytime I would pass a fast food restaurant, I was like, zzz, I need to go over here, and no good. Okay, no good. So those 3 things that I stopped doing helped me to lose weight, keep the weight off, and be able to continue to lose weight right now as I'm going through my turtle weight loss. Hey, and that's okay. I'm learning fast is not always good. Actually, it's 100% of the time not good. Okay, so sustainable weight loss is good. But listen, if you're looking for help on your weight loss journey and you want somebody to walk beside you, I am a certified mental health coach, and I help women who are on a weight loss journey with the mental hurdles that we all face as we're going along, trying to become the healthiest version of ourselves from the inside out. If you want to find out how you can work with me, click the link in the description below and it'll take you straight to my coaching page. And you can find out all the information about how you can work with me and what that looks like. And hey, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? It's free. Just go ahead and click that subscribe button, and while you're down there, click the little notification bell right next to that subscribe button, and you'll get notified every time I upload new content here on this channel. All right, so that's all I have for you guys today. Until next time, keep making those healthy choices from the inside out.